that success is none of those things. Success is like having me with you along each of like the steps of your journey. And success can look like anything based on the season that you're in. So like not forgetting to celebrate those moments of where God has placed you. But yeah, I think sometimes we forget why we are here. Hello, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night for some. I don't know what time zone you're in, but here it is the early morning and it feels really nice outside today. The sun is shining brightly and yeah, it just feels really good. Like the birds are singing. I just can already tell that today's gonna be a good day. But yes, I'm super excited. I did mean to have my equipment already set up and done, but it's taking a minute, so I decided to not wait to shoot a video for that reason. So that's why I'm outside. But yes, we do have new equipment and I'm super excited to use it, and we will have a new setup soon. But until then, we are gonna just shoot videos outside until we get all that done. Sorry, there's like a lot of things going on outside, like cars running by, so excuse me if I am a little distracted. But yeah, I have an amazing word for us and I'm super excited about this one. I feel like God has just been teaching me so much with this lesson, and I posted it on my like a text on my YouTube channel I think last week, just like regarding this topic, just because I felt like God is telling me to do with it, but I wanted to elaborate on it more, and so yeah, let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so there literally are so many noises going on right now. It's just crazy. Anyways, so I feel like God has just been like wanting to talk to me, or like I feel like God has just been wanting to discuss like a topic of how we view success and like what that looks like for each person and how it differs for each person. And like us like not allowing success to be something that like we ourselves are just striving for, reaching like an unreachable goal almost, just because a lot of times I feel like the way we view success is something that like, oh, like we have a lot of money, or like we have the best job, or we've reached this goal in life. But I feel like God just isn't teaching me that success is none of those things. Success is like having me with you along each of like the steps of your journey. And success can look like anything based on the season that you're in. So like not forgetting to celebrate those moments of where God has placed you. But yeah, I think sometimes we forget why we are here, like why we were designed in the first place. We weren't made to please ourselves, but rather to please God. And I think a lot of times we weigh our success based on where we want to be rather than where God wants us to be. But yeah, the post that I made last week, I wanted to read just in case some of you didn't get a chance to look at it. But I said, many times we measure our success based on where we are, or where we want to be. And God told me success isn't something that you attain once you've reached your dreams, but rather it's wherever I have you. You are successful because I have placed you where you are right now. Walking in success is trusting God and believing that where you are now is for a reason, is for a purpose. So don't rush the season that you were in because you're trying to enter another one that looks better. Instead, spend time thinking about what God is doing right now in this chapter of your life, and deem it successful because God has put you there. But yeah, I think also a lot of times like we view success differently just because the way like the world makes success out to be, and like those that surround us and just like the people in our lives, we kind of like want to mimic their lives, and so we're like, oh, success is looking like them. But God has said no, success is your success is going to look differently because you yourself are different, and like your journey is different, your chapter is different. But yeah, I believe a lot of times we picture success as having life made. Everything you've ever dreamed of has finally happened for you. And God had to reveal to me that everyone's idea of success looks different. It feels different, and that's on purpose. God didn't make us look cookie cutter on purpose. Each stage of your life should be a celebration, a ceremony, because success is being able to look back and see how far you've come. I looked up the definition of success in Oxford Languages, and it basically just defines it as the accomplishment of an aim or purpose, bringing to my understanding that this is an aim and purpose. You are successful because God has purpose for your life. You're successful when you choose to walk in that rather than choosing the world. You're successful when you choose contentment and gratitude for the season you are in. And I'm not saying never continue aiming for things. No, God still has so much in store for you. But I am saying that sometimes we can spend so much time striving that we never even take the time to realize how far we've come and how God has guided us all this way. We are successful simply because we have God. Yeah, but there's just passages that I went to mind that like led me to reflect more on like what success from God's point of view looks like. You see this like throughout like the passages like in the Bible, like numerous of times of just like how God uses every single person in the Bible and how they're like their success. We even like can just like see that like each of their successes looks differently. Like each of the prophets' successes, each of like yeah, just the leaders in the Bible. I like to think of Daniel's one of my like favorite books in the Bible and like one of my favorite leaders, and I just look at his life and how his success in life looked different. Like it wasn't necessarily where he wanted to be. He was like taken from his homeland at a young age, and or not taken, but like held captive in his own homeland, and he had like everything stripped away from him. But even then, like, he just still like kept following God, and his obedience to God is what led him to have like a successful life. And even in that, like, even though he strived to like be back home or be back with his family or be back with his own people, like he never once for a moment stopped praising God or just like stopped like living a life for him. Like, and it just seems like whenever like you're reading like the story, he's just so filled with like peace and contentment, knowing that like this is like where God has me now, so I'm gonna use it for my best ability, and I'm gonna use it to serve God with everything that I have, kind of thing. And I just think that that is like so honorable of like teaching us like how we should live, like how each stage of life, like we should like look at it as like, oh, like I have to be here, so I'm just gonna like get here until I can eventually get there. Like I think a lot of times we live life in a way that like, oh, I'm just gonna like live this moment right now because this moment is gonna get me to here. Like I'm just like thinking about the future already, that we don't even enjoy the present moment. And I just think that like God is wanting us to like be thankful for where He has us in this like chapter. Like, you know, like I've surrounded you with this group of people on purpose, and I put you in this community on purpose, and like you're going to these classes on purpose, and like you moved here with a purpose. So like I think for me, whenever He was like revealing this topic to me, it really had me just question on whether or not like I'm truly being grateful and thankful for like where He has me. I think a lot of times I can find myself complaining of like, oh, like I should already be here, or oh man, I wish I was here, or like I need to move there, like I need to like be there in order to be successful. But God had to like really just like change my mindset and be like, no, like you're successful because I put you here. Like you're gonna be successful because I have like a purpose for you in this moment. Like the people that you're gonna meet is on purpose. Like every encounter that you've ever had with a person like was meant to teach you something or to teach them something. And so yeah, I just really felt like God had to just like reveal that to me. And I just wanted to share that because I feel like so many other people have that like similar mindset. But yeah, that's all I wanted to get her to say. It is a pretty short message, but nonetheless, I feel like it's very important. But I did want to leave you guys with a prayer, and just like going throughout your day and throughout this week. And so let's go ahead and pray. That I just come to you in this moment, and I thank you for the wonderful things that you're doing in each one of us, God. I thank you that we are made whole through you and nothing else. I thank you that we can choose you over what the world desires, and that I just thank you that your hand is constantly on us, and that we're successful not because of what man deems successful, but because of what you deem successful. I thank you that we can walk in that boldly and confidently, knowing that in each step that we take, that we are purposely living for you, and that where we go in the future is because of you, and that each step that we can have a celebration because you have guided us there, God. I pray that just the rest of this week, that we would just be reminded of that, that we would begin to do things more with a smile and more with a purposeful life style, because you are the one that has guided us here. I pray that we have a beautiful rest of the week. I pray that your hand would be on everything that we do, and that we would be led by you. And yeah, I just thank you for the wonderful people on this other side of the screen. And I just pray that you continue to bless them, open your doors for them, and just continue to speak to them and through them. In your mighty name, amen. But yes, I'm super excited to get to shoot another video soon with the actual equipment. So stay tuned for that. I should have everything set up by next week. I'm like finishing up, like playing around with it, just getting used to it. But yeah, hopefully that fan is not loud because it just turned on and like hopefully it doesn't ruin the video. But yes, I hope to see you guys next week, and I hope that you have a wonderful week. And yeah, follow at Swindled Souls, like, subscribe, comment down below something that really